Hi, I'm Holly Dixon. Welcome to Timeless Interiors. I'm excited to show you another beautiful home that Morgan and I have staged in Beaufort, South Carolina. And here's an interesting thing. The homeowners are European, so everything inside is custom. It has a European flair, and it's so unlike the other homes that we've staged. We are on Marshfront in Beaufort, and I'd like you to come on in and we'll catch up with Morgan and we'll start showing you this beautiful custom home. Well, Morgan, 2935 Marshfront in Beaufort has turned out absolutely stunning. I had mentioned earlier that it's unlike anything we've staged. I love the color on the floor. I love the large stone. I love the colors throughout the home. They've utilized the gray beige that we love, and they've warmed it up with the beautiful silver detail in the flooring, in the stone. There's nothing about this home that I couldn't walk into and just live. It's absolutely live-in ready.
Holly, I was so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see this house.
Well, Morgan, I love the mix of the old with the new. I want you to tell us a little bit about the selections that you came up, in particular for this home in this style.
Well, because this house had so many fine polishing edges and there were so many shiny high-end things, we wanted to balance it off with a little bit more low country. So we bought in some reclaimed things, some custom-made furniture with a little polish on the edges. It really needed to be balanced out with some of this polished marble and the custom light fixtures, just to make it a little bit more low country.
In addition, Morgan, I'm noticing a lot of that Habersham feel on the pieces. The painted pieces that feel like they're aged, which goes so well with this style.
Yes, we did put quite a few pieces in here with that Habersham style. We really wanted to balance out some of the more polished finish edges and bring in some of the reclaimed to keep it a little bit more low country in feel. But the quality is still there and the
Absolutely.
thoughtfulness is still there. So we didn't detract from the home, we actually balanced out the richer feeling with richer but more aged furniture.
Yes, and I noticed throughout the home, which you'll see in a lot of the bedrooms and other spaces, that we have a lot of pieces that have been custom painted at Timeless Interiors. Our refinishing department is absolutely superb, and you'll see some of those pieces throughout, and we'll point them out as we go. I noticed some of them upstairs. But we love, love, love the variation of colors that we've done throughout the home. Well, moving on to the living room space, we fell in love initially with the fireplace, didn't we?
It was fabulous. It was a great inspiration to start with. Custom made, brought over from Europe. It was fabulous. And so we wanted to tone it down and complement it with these lighter colors to balance out the light of the fireplace with the wall color. And this salmony orange is so low country and such a great pop for the rooms in these colors.
And what we'll notice is we pulled the salmony color from this space because it opens up to the office space. We brought the salmon all the way through in this wide open space. Additionally, Morgan, it blends so nicely with the granite selection that's over in the kitchen area. So all of these spaces come together so nicely. So it feels so cohesive. I love how we've come up with those selections and the pieces that you've put in. One of the other tricks that I might point out for the viewer is that utilizing a glass top coffee table, because this space isn't so wide, this space is a little bit narrower than some family rooms, we've helped to expand the space by using a glass top coffee table. A metal coffee table, it's still a beautiful piece, and it works so well with the sconces and with all the other details that existed in the room, but we opened up the space by using this piece here.
Also note that with the glass top, there's nothing on the table. The table itself is so pretty, and we have decorations around the room that will draw your eye away, that the table just didn't need any extra embellishment to make it work in the space.
Yes.
So it keeps everything clean and simple. Just because there's a surface doesn't mean you have to place tchotchkes on it.
And I love the combination, how that blended in with the wall. And the other thing that I wanted to point out, every piece of furniture that we selected in this home and the other homes that we staged comes right out of Timeless Interiors on Bluffton Parkway. We have a showroom that is filled with unbelievable quality product that we sell at the lowest price that we're able. And the selection is second to none. We love beautiful high-end, and yes, and we love to have every style that's available for you to see. So do come over and check out the things at Timeless Interiors. The product changes on a daily and weekly basis that's on the showroom floor. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back for more with Timeless Interiors. What an adorable little queen room. I love that this could be used for an adult. It could be used for my granddaughter. She would love, love, love all of the little details in here. And Morgan, I love the old and new. Again, the juxtaposition of some of the new features like woven leather on a sisal carpet on the floor, which pulls in the grays, and it coordinates with a beautiful painted chest over here. Again, love the metal bed. And why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about the decision we made with the mirror and how we came up with that decision?
Well, as you know, when we were pulling out these furniture pieces, that we wanted to balance out the room's windows plus the highlights of the furniture and the placement of the furniture. And so we opted not to put the mirror over the chest, which most people would probably do, but to balance it out, given the location of the furniture, on the other side of this window. And that makes a nice, cute little vignette. And just because there's a chest there doesn't mean that you need to put something over it. So we should be more conscious about how you put everything. Just because there's a wall doesn't mean it needs things.
That's right.
So
we certainly recognize that the mirror would be too high if we put it there. It balances the space out perfectly in this little corner with this adorable Drexel Heritage chair, which I love, 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 love in this beautiful
I love this room.
Pinky coral
It's
color.
fabulous.
But yes, it turned out great. The balance of pieces is just perfect. And I'll tell you what, there's more to come. Now, we just saw a room that featured coral colors and greens that we thought could be for a granddaughter's room or a daughter's room or even a guest room. So we opted on the next queen bedroom to do something that could be used for a little bit more masculine male or a guest couple that came to stay at the home. So we did neutrals and a little bit more masculine colors in the rug. And Morgan, I love the combination of colors that you came up with.
Well, again, we wanted to polish out some of those higher end finishes with things that are a little bit more low country, hence the woven cane and the light dressers and nightstands, and of course, who doesn't love an upholstered bed?
Absolutely. And I love that it has that canvasy feel, and I love the detailing, the double row of cord, and also the nail heads, the buttons on that upholstered bed. Now, one of the things throughout this incredible home and some of the finer details that they've done is in every bathroom. Morgan, this bathroom and every bathroom, absolutely a showstopper.
They brought their tiles and the designs in from Europe, and they had them all custom made, and each one of those tiles had to be custom placed. They did very smart things, large tiles on the walls,
right,
smaller tiles in a pattern on the floor, so it makes the room much bigger feeling. And the bathrooms are not huge. but because of the way they've done it, they look much bigger.
Absolutely. And again, the bathrooms were existing already, the paint color, everything was existing already. When Timeless Interiors got a hold of it, we coordinate perfectly with what was already existing, and you would think every piece of furniture that we selected right from the showroom floor was designed and ordered specifically for this home. And I think you see that room to room, but the best is yet to come, isn't it?
It is. I feel so blessed that that I work for Timeless Interiors, because we do have so much selection and so many options. I picked everything in this house, and Holly and I discussed it back and forth straight from the showroom floor. So you come in and you look overwhelmed, but it's all there. The goodies are there, and our sales staff are excellent and experienced and able to help you.
That's right. And it's just so nice that we can show people, even in their home and on these staged homes, what these pieces look like together. A lot of people don't have vision. It's a lot of furniture and Timeless Interiors, but that's the goal, to show you everything so we can find exactly what's right for you in your home. But now let's take a look at the master bedroom. Welcome to the master bedroom. This is the place. Everything about it, the colors, the styles, everything is absolutely gorgeous. Morgan, I love that we've utilized 2 custom painted nightstands, and we have our light gray, very well distressed, and also a darker gray custom painted console. This serpentine console is gorgeous, but so much better in this color gray with all the distressing. And you didn't leave out one detail on this room. Tell us a little bit more about your selections.
Well, again, it's all about balance, as you know, because you were right there with me. And it's from the Irish linen on the beds. It's from the nice tone on tone on tone that keeps that low country, but keeps it a very spa, very comfortable, very soothing feel against the green walls. So it still has that sophisticated feel, but there's a bright color on the wall. And yet this is how you balance it out with these neutrals. And I think it's a very functional, it overlooks the marsh. It's a very beautiful room, I think, that does justice to the house.
You know, one of the things that we find as people come into the showroom every day and look for furniture for their homes is they feel like when they have this green on the walls or they have that teal on the walls, that they have to incorporate it again in the bedding or the nightstands. And here is a great example where we use the neutrals and feature the neutrals, and we don't have to repeat that green again. Everything plays off so nicely, each piece to the next, and even the rug. We didn't feature the color in the rug. Your monochromatic color scheme looks absolutely beautiful, and the styles blend together so well. As you'll notice, the dresser, the chest in this master, a beautiful console, but so different than the nightstands. It's a different color gray, and it's a little bit different of a style. But with this upholstered headboard, it goes beautifully together.
It's all about the layering and textures of tonal colors and textured colors, bringing in a little organic in the linen and the cotton and the bedding. And that's why these things work without making it feel like you're in too rich a room.
Absolutely. So I love what we've combined here, and I want people to remember when you come into Timeless Interiors in Bluffton on the Parkway, we're gonna say, don't you remember seeing the show where we showed you, you don't have to reutilize the color that's on the walls, because they all seem to think that's the way to go. It isn't necessarily the way to go. This gives you a great idea of how to use other pieces and make it all tie together. But again, in this bedroom, in this master, I loved again the detail that he did in the bathrooms. Once again, he did the French pattern on the floor stone, and he did the beautiful mosaic trim on everywhere in the bathroom. I love that he carried it through And I love the actual stone that he selected for that space. It is a beautiful custom built home, and quality from outside on the step all the way to the last detail off the balcony and the beautiful, beautiful marsh view that we have here. So Morgan, I know you've been here working on the home through morning, afternoon, and as well as evening as we work around the clock to make these deadlines. I wanted you to tell us a little bit about the view that exists from this home as you've seen it.
Well, it's a fabulous view. It's marshfront, and the tides come and go, and you can see all the wildlife, and they get manta rays that come up to the dock. And they were telling me, the homeowners were telling me that they feed the manta rays, and they have beautiful sunsets. And so the view here is fabulous. There's a walking trail behind the house. They have porches on every floor on both sides of the houses that hit a marsh view. So it really is a phenomenal property, and again, so beautifully done.
Stay tuned for more Timeless Interiors. Don't forget about our new location on Bluffton Parkway. We've got a beautiful new facility that's over 50,000 square feet, where we've managed to put in 100,000 square feet of furnishings. You've got to come see all of the beautiful coastal selections that we have available for immediate purchase. Well, one of the things that you'll find when you come into Timeless Interiors is it could be a little bit overwhelming. We've got so many things in our building. We've got over 50,000 square feet of furniture, and it is all in there, isn't it?
It really is, and it can be having people walking through for the first time. It's nice to have a little heads up, but what it is quality, century, Habersham, Henredon. It's quality, handmade, custom furniture, and it's unlike anything else that you'll find.
Well, I love that we've got designers right there so they can help you put the room together. So you're not left on your own. Sometimes you want to be alone, and sometimes you need a designer's input. Either way, we're just there to help you. But I'm sure that you'll find what you need at Timeless Interiors on Bluffton Parkway. Hi everyone. I want to welcome Tom Herman from Ameris Bank, and I wanted to tell everyone, you've all been so curious. I built our new building a little over 2 years ago, and everyone's been asking me so many details about it. And again, we were one of the first commercial loans that was approved after the economy started to eke its way back, huh, Tom?
That's correct.
Yes, yes. So we built a little over 2 years ago, and I wanted to let everybody know, to answer your question, Tom with Ameris Bank is the one who got that wonderful loan approved for us for our new building. I wanted to introduce you, Tom, to everyone and have you tell everyone a little bit about Ameris Bank, why we chose Ameris Bank, and how it's different than some of the other local banks.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure to be here. And I really think Ameris Bank is kind of the best combination of a community bank and a big enough bank, because the loan size here was fairly substantial, and a lot of community banks wouldn't have that capacity.
That's true.
So, but we also had the local staff and decision makers to take the time to get to know your business, which is a little different than
yes, it surely is.
Than most businesses, and customize a construction loan and permanent loan for you.
So one of the things that I loved about your bank was the personalized nature. I'm one that wants a phone number from someone in the bank that's a decision maker, and I love the personal touch, clear from the beginning and all the way through, even at this point years later, Tom. That's one of the things that I love the most about Ameris. So a lot of people have very specific personal needs, and you need someone to understand their situation so that you could make a good decision on a loan for them. You've not let go of me clear from before the loan all the way throughout these years. And it is one of the things that I love the most about Ameris Bank. But again, Tom, we thank you. Timeless Interiors, thank you. Thanks you, the community, the builders and realtors, for me to continue staging. We appreciate all you've done for us. And everyone, that answers your question. That's where the loan came from, Ameris Bank. And thank you so much for joining us on Timeless Interiors. Well, the wonderful owners of this home that have made all of those beautiful selections and detailed and decked this home out for themselves are downstairs. They're actually on the dock looking for those manta rays as we speak here. Yes, they are. And that's so nice. What a great detail. A great place to live in, a beautiful home, an unbelievable price point. You've got to look into this home and come to Beaufort. It's worth the drive to see. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of Timeless Interiors. This was a home that we staged on Marshfront in Beaufort, South Carolina. And I'd love to invite you to come see all of this furniture and more on Bluffton Parkway. Timeless Interiors has a beautiful big new showroom, and I want you to remember, great designs aren't just a fad, they're timeless.